everyone! So, as you can see over here, we did end up making the mine shaft. Just like I had been envisioning, we used some of the fir wood that is up there. Most of it came from what we already have, and I decided to deck the place out a little bit. We have a furnace down here, a crafting table, which came from my emergency bundle of stuff. So I'm glad that got some use. As you can see, my inventory is a little bit messy because I just finished mining all this out. And okay, you know when people say they did a little bit of mining off camera and then it turns out they did a lot of mining off camera? I'm afraid I might be a little bit guilty of that. Just a little, not too much guilt on that. Well, here's everything I got. I had enough to make a full diamond set and have a little bit left over for an enchanting table, which is what I plan to go do. So, proper mine, check mark. Okay. I'm also thinking we should head down into the mines for a second just so you can see the gorgeous railway I made. To be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I think it's more so just for decoration. I don't know, there's like a deep dark down here, an amethyst geode. It wasn't anything like too crazy. And I was a little bit too sick to record. I'm still sick. I've been sick for a hot minute, but it's whatever. It's whatevs. But I think in one of the, yep, see, look, lava. So what I think I'm gonna do here is we gonna go get ooh. Okay. Let's go up. Say, yeah, there we go. And then, oh, fabulous. Oh. And there's more cave to be explored. Okay. Well, let's just get our water bucket and some obsidian. It's kind of spooky down here. Oh. Oh, see, look, there's some skulk over there, so we must be near the rest of the deep, dark skulk area that I found. Don't worry, I took care of all the shriekers. I did not summon the warden on myself, because that would be very silly. Very silly-goosey of me, but, oh. There you go, there's my first piece of obsidian. And we just need, what, 3 more right now? We need 4 pieces total for an enchanting table. I don't think I'm going to the nether today. That's not the purpose of today's episode. Today's episode is actually going to be all about the bakery and helping make that a reality for our good friend George. So we just need to pick this up and then we can begin to work on sort of like a summoning circle deal for a wizard. Place down an enchanting table, see if that will entice one to come on by. Sort of like setting a trap with a string and a box. And this is where I was diamond mining. A little bit. Most of the diamond mining came from one of the caves that the mine goes down to. I think it was maybe this one. Anyway, I went a little bit bonkers down here, especially with the torches. I know I love being able to see things, though. I love having torches everywhere because I'm a little bit of a crazy person like that. I also noticed that Salem went over to be near where the bakery is. So let's see here, we can put this there, and then we can take these 2 diamonds and put them in our bag for right now. Now, this isn't confirmed, but I did hear, oh, we also got some new mods installed, but I did hear a little whisper from George that if we help him make the bakery a reality, he was planning on giving us a little something, how do I explain it, like a little cookbook. And I'm very interested in that. Oh, we also have a trash can outside now. Guess it's maybe like a more so a redstone component, but I'm using it for aesthetic purposes. And then we also have a brand new little doormat. It's a bat, because they're a little bit spooky. I switched out the cauldron, and we got some potions in the corner now. What else did I get? Oh, we also have a witch's hat right here now. Haha. Just, you know, claiming my territory and whatnot. We don't need to be up here right now. We need one of the books from the shelf. Okay, what book do I take? You. You shall be the book that I take. Oh! We got a new Recipe unlocked. Okay, hold on. I kind of want to see what that's all about too. So we're going to take up that book too. Going to go over here. First things first. Who's making a cookbook? Or an enchanting table, not a cookbook. What am I saying? I want to see... What was that popped up? Let's see. Whoa, so much stuff. This is a little overwhelming. Well, either way, we're gonna have loads of stuff for the kitchen once we get over there. Oh, here it is. Cooking book 1. Okay, so cooking... Oh, here it is. Cooking for blockheads. But how do I get that? How do I get that one? What? That's all of them. Book. Strange. Well, maybe that's the item that George is going to be giving us, and then we can upgrade our own cookbook. So for right now, we'll put this in here, and we'll take this, and I guess we can just leave it up there for right now, and we can come back for it in a while, crocodile. Because right now, we need to go, let's see here, nope, we need to head over here. Hi, Salem, or if you don't see it, hold on, there we go. Hi, Salem, hello. But we need to go over here and pick out a block. Let's see here, what kind of blocks do we have? I think we're gonna use this cobblestone here. We don't really need a lot of space. We just need a sort of like small circle sort of deal so we can figure out where exactly we want to put the wizard tower. Because as you can see, that's gonna be a bakery, and oh, it's almost nighttime. But we also need to figure out where we would like a wizard's tower to be. Since we have a greenhouse there and my little witch's apothecary hut. I don't know how they haven't realized that yet. Where should we put like an enchanting, oh, maybe like a library sort of thing? I don't know if a library and a bakery would go well together, but it would certainly like look cute. Why don't we just like plan for it to be across the road from the bakery? Or maybe near me? No, that's silly. That's silly. Well, I think we can do, maybe not like directly across from the bakery, but like over here-ish, and then we can ask for like a library to be built here. So like if we just like mark it out a little bit, I think that's matching. And then like here-ish, and then over here-ish. You know, something like this would be a good size for a library. You know, so the villager kids can get an education and stuff. Did I mark that out perfectly? Oh my gosh, I might have actually marked that out perfectly. Can you believe this, Felipe? I didn't think that was actually Felipe, so I had to go check. But nope, it was actually Felipe all along. Okay, we need to run home. We need to run home. Gotta run. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I added a couple more mods to the mod pack. It went from like 20 mods to 46. You know, I didn't think I had that many mods installed in the first place, so... Oh, I also forgot that, my shoe rack can also be used as storage, so... Oh, right! The squid tentacle. I keep forgetting about that. We're gonna turn that into sushi. Okay. Well, then. First things first. Let us, think we should help this construction project by tearing it all down. Let's see, what's it? Please help build. And it has the stuff we left in there. Oh, George, you silly goose. What's this say? Can you help me clear everything for the bakery? I think we can help clear everything for the bakery. What do you think? I think we could just tear all this down, level it out nice and even. And then we can get to building. Or, well, George can get to building. I'm not building. I'm not building. Oh, look at this. So let's just... You know, let's just, take all of it, I guess. And it's what he asked for, not me. Plus, if he wants, like, a good garden, he can replant all this stuff in a minute. So, he'll survive. Okay. I think if we go from the top down, it'll look cool. Like if we just take it off layer by layer. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Project deconstruction is a go. Appears that I have fallen. Fortunately, I am in fact able to get back up. Okay, well, let's pick up everything that fell down to the floor real quick. And then I think we will be able to drop all this stuff off and then head back up there and go back at it again. Right back at it where we were previously, you know? And it's a good thing that George left all these boxes here for us to deposit all the stuff. Oops, it made it take down the scaffolding. The scaffolding comes down last. Otherwise everything else will fall down and go kaboom. Pretty sure at least. You know, for a first day of work, that's not too shabby. But let's head off to bed. Okay, it's a new day. Let's go see what has changed over there. Oh, look at that! George has moved from where he was earlier. Okay, well, let's talk. Thanks for the help so far. I added more blocks to use. Okay. Let's take a look here. Ooh, add some kitchen floor, some stripped dark oak, and some scaffolding. Very nice. We can use that. Oh, you better not start planting things here. Looks like all the villagers are also investigating. Felipe, Alba, everybody wants to know what's going on at the old smithy shop. Well, bad news is it's all coming down before we can build something new on top. Or, well, George is. I'm not helping build. I think. Maybe. I hate to interrupt your ASMR experience of me playing Minecraft and deleting all these blocks right here. I just want to let you know that Story SMP is in fact open for new players. If you're interested in joining, just put a comment down below and I will give you the invite link, and you'll be added to the server, and then you can come play with me and all my friends. I know, what a great trade deal. I get subscribers, you get a whole Minecraft server to play on. With friends! Pardon me, Felipe. Be careful, you're getting close to the lava. You know, I think Felipe's changed jobs like 3 times. He's been a farmer, he's been a fisherman, and now he's an armorer, I think. Which probably won't last for much longer once we remove his little job blocks, but he'll survive. Finally chopped it down to the last like 3-ish layers. Look at all this. It's crazy. Let's just pick up all the blocks really quickly and drop them off, and then we can keep on going. Don't want to accidentally let anything despawn. Felipe and Cheryl, you guys need to get down from there. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, no, don't start trying to get back up. Okay, you know what? If you die in lava, that's your fault. Natural selection. See this? I'm helping nature select. Letting it do its thing. Yeah, no one likes it. A wandering trader. Caitlin. Interesting. Alright, well, it's time for all the scaffolding to come down anyway. Looks like we have to run home really quick before we can finish the last of this, which is probably super disappointing for George, but I think he'll be able to survive a little bit of disappointment, and I'm stealing that for no reason other than I can. Then by tomorrow, we will hopefully have finished the deconstruction and begin the construction of something brand new for him. Oh, and I accidentally stole some polished blackstone brick walls. Whoopsies. I'm sure it's fine. George probably didn't even notice 3 missing polished whatever walls. We could just sneak it back into the supplies. See? Like nothing ever happened. Where did my potatoes go? I put them away. Oh, George, my brain is very fried. I put away my potatoes. Let's put these in our offhand. Okay, we don't really need it because this is ready to be constructed. There we go. There's everything. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know really what George had in mind for like all this area, this land he has. You know, I'm sure he has much better ideas than I do. Let's just take all this. Probably gonna have to repave the roadway too, since George messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. We can do that real quick. We can repave it. Ta-da! That is one nicely paved road. So, while I would hate to cut this episode short before we get too far into this and building the bakery, I am in fact very tired and also very sick. So this is probably going to be a very short episode with a lot of like ASMR bits of me not talking because I sound really rough and I keep coughing and sneezing and the whole 9 yards. So this I think is where I'm going to end it. Next episode I'll put down like a framework or something, or I'll help build this. I don't know if George has something in mind when he wants to build this. Maybe he'll like do an outline and I'll just like fill in some blocks or do the decorating. We will have to see next time because I am way too sick to keep on playing Minecraft. I've played too much. I went mining for too long. But if we open up our journal, go to our to-do list, get diamonds, big old check mark. Oh gosh. Okay, let's just go to bed. I'm so tired. Bye everyone. Like and subscribe. Bye.